John Baranowski here with David Stearns as Youngstown State Penguins come in to Mercyhurst College, home of the Lakers, for club hockey here on, October the 20th.
Right. Comparing last night to today's, I'm expecting big things coming from the Mercyhurst Lakers. Just definitely a lot of things that had to be worked out and pretty much talked about in the locker room. And the feeling that I got today, seeing a lot of the guys before going out for warm-ups, I actually thought that they looked a lot more positive. They had a better vibe amongst them. I think that today we're going to see Carson Loveday step up, play definitely a lot better than yesterday. Just the morale, just the feeling I have right now. I definitely have a good, positive vibe coming into the first period coming up.
Yeah, well, yesterday was a rough game, as you saw on Tuesday. The players seem to be rallying, which is exactly what they need. The coaches have done their job. The captains have done their job of really bringing this team together and saying, hey, guys, losses happen, big upsets happen. We can't let it topple us.
By definition, though, if you look at the standings right now, it's 2-0-1. They do not have a 1 or anything higher in that loss column right now. Having that 0 in the loss column is still a good momentum booster, and it's definitely a good morale booster for these guys. Just trying to stay out of that L column is definitely one of those things that they have to keep in sight. They have to, shoot for a win every time.
1 point is better than none. I don't think anyone will ever argue that one.
And like I constantly say, a W is a W, but an overtime loss, it's acceptable. But last night, it was kind of looking a little bit outside of that perspective. But I think that today I'm feeling some good things coming.
All right, well, we will find out what's going on. We will have the drop of the puck right after this. I apologize, my voice is going a little bit here as I'm a little bit under the weather. But we will do our best here at Mercyhurst College against Youngstown State, which is right after this. Hello and welcome, sports fans, to Mercyhurst College, home of the Lakers. I'm John Baranowski, and with me, as always, is David Stearns. Here is the Youngstown State Penguins join us against the Mercyhurst Lakers. As we wait for the opening faceoff, the Lakers will win that cleanly. It's now taken by Gannon Carr. Carr passes it up to Leone. He'll go through him, and he'll go to the Penguins. Puck eventually taken back by Devin Henry. Goes to Carr. Carr clears it up, but it's intercepted by Kusek. Kusek will dump it in, but no, he's whistled.
Hi. Can you hear me there, cameraman? Huh? Can you hear me? Yeah. Very good.
All right, we now have 2 microphones here.
We are wired up and ready to go.
Awesome. So we wait for the second face-off of the game. Taken by Naaman Mormon, but he will lose that draw. And instead, it'll be now taken by Gannon Carr. Carr passes it up to Leone. Leone couldn't seem to keep it. And the Youngstown State will take the puck. And it's deflected into the bench off the stick of Kenny Hunt. 19:25 here.
We got a new game today. Definitely looking forward to what the Lakers are going to pull out today. And moving past yesterday. What's that? Put on the other headphone. You can hear me loud and clear. How about that? No? A little bit. Oh.
Well, we might have some microphone troubles. We will see what we can fix. Until then, we're going to use the one mic system.
Okay.
We'll play around in the first intermission.
All right.
All right?
I thought you were going to go up there and fix it.
No, not yet.
Okay.
19:04 says the clock as the puck will jump out of play once again. Linesman will drop the puck here at the Mercyhurst blue line. Yesterday we had a tough loss against John Carroll University. Mercyhurst Lakers looking to rebound here against Youngstown State. And in the first minute of play, they seem to be doing pretty well. Penguins with the puck. Ragone goes up to Ums. Ragone chases the puck.
Yeah, 19.
It's cleared up by Youngstown State Penguins. Ben Odell will play the puck up. Oh, and blasted is Blake Camlin at the red line. He got flattened. Looks like Cruz Lizick will dump the puck into the zone. 18:23 says the clock in the first period of play here in Erie, Pennsylvania. With the puck now is Zach Kusek.
Well, definitely looks like the Lakers are definitely doing a great job of rebounding from last night, keeping the puck down inside the offensive zone. Looks like Youngstown, their only chances right now to get anything going is, well, to ice the puck and kind of cool down.
And they will do exactly that with 18:02 left on the clock.
This hand. I think I know why.
There's almost nobody here, unfortunately, at Mercyhurst College. We are on fall break. I am a little under the weather, but I will keep with you as much as I can. Naaman Moorman will win that face-off, and he'll be cleared back behind. Now taken by Barker. Barker will clear it into the Mercyhurst zone. Gramza plays the puck. He'll be stopped by Josh Wolf. He goes across. That was Kevin Paulos. And chasing it is Mike Barker. Mercyhurst plays it up. Again, Josh Wolf with the stop. Now taken by Gramza. Gramza crosses the blue line with, he will shoot. Now with it, Gino Clayton. Oh, and a big hit by David Gaines on number 9, Naaman Moorman. He looks hurt.
Moorman looking a little shaken up. He looks like he's limping off the ice. We'll have to get an update on his progress later.
Oh, and Matt Warren will dipsy doodle with the puck and score right over the glove hand of goaltender Gary Biggs.
Did he just beat out 2 defensemen? Look at the way that he cut in there. Perfect sight. I mean, just seeing that opening to cut around, he is definitely a lot faster than these defensemen here. Just cutting in there, getting the first goal for the Lakers. 17-10 left in the first period.
They just whoop, and all of a sudden the puck is in the net. 1-0 Mercyhurst here in the first period of play. That face-off will be won by Mercyhurst and played by Devin Henry. Pallione chasing as it's cleared in. He won't get there, but Matt Warren will. Leo with the puck. Puck will be taken by number 14, Jordan Deatry. Kenny Hunt and Pallione will steal the puck from him. No, it will now be taken by Zach Kusak. Kusak in the corner. He looks, turns around, goes inside. Goes over to his man. Oh, and there'll be no goal on that one. He was looking for it, though. Nice little one-timer in the net was stifled by the goaltender.
Devin Henry getting the call up to defense here. Yesterday he had 1 goal for the Lakers, but now they trust him on defense.
Oh, Kusak will shoot and score. That looked right over the glove side. Deja vu right for the Penguins.
Well, just as I was saying, something about the defense there, just a little bit of a snafu there, but they did a great job of holding the play down low and definitely keeping the opportunities limited for Youngstown, but they just found that lucky hole there, just getting the puck up into the upper slot there. They find their way to tie this one not even a minute after the Lakers score.
16:25 remaining in the first period of play, and we're all knotted up here at 1. This game has been reset. Now taken by number 24, Josh Wolf. He plays it over to Ums. Driving in is Mike Barker. Now taken by Mercyhurst. Oh, Barker will hit a man, and he will fall down himself. Blake Cameron wasn't going to be hit twice. That'll be kept in. Dumped back in by the Penguins.
Though the score doesn't show it, saying 1-1 right now. Just an awesome play there by Ben Odell, going down on the ice, taking that puck into the corner, doing a great job.
Cameron with the puck. Stepanski will get it now. He tries to play it to Cameron. Cameron couldn't get his hand on it for that one time. Oh, another hit for Cameron. They're looking for blood on that one. He's not biting it. Stepanski with a nice play. Odell with the puck. He will dump it back in off the in corner. Now taken by Deatry. Cruz Lizick will dump the puck back in. 15:20 says the clock. With the puck now, Stepanian shoots. That'll be just wide of the net. The goaltender will play it, though. And it'll be dumped out all the way back to Carson Loveday, who will stop the puck and look for someone to take it. That someone will be Matt Warren. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Cruz Lizick, who was hit and stymied behind the net. That was a little after he got rid of that puck. A little bit of a dirty play. Justin Henning goes over to David Gaines. Gaines crosses the blue line with it, but it's dumped right back out. Gannon Carr tries to play it back. He will do so, but it'll be taken by the Penguins. Jeremy Ragone with the puck. He dumps it off to Kusak. Kusak looks around the man. Crosses the red line and dumps it in. 14:27 says the clock as Carson Loveday plays the puck around to Cruz Lizick. Lizick tries to clear it, but no, it'll be taken by Youngstown and cleared right back in. Kenny Hunt with the puck, the breakout looking to happen, and Matt Warren will take it. Warren fakes a slap shot, Dipsy Doodles one man shoots. Oh, that'll be just wide of the net. Looks like it'll be taken now by the Penguins. There'll be a big whistle. I'm not sure what the call was.
It's just a puck going out of play here, coming outside the zone, and I just want to say that David Gaines looked like he got tied up there, interfered with by that number 24, Josh Wolf, but no call there as he's going hard to the net, and Matt Warren taking a shot. We'll have to see if these referees can muster up some opportunities for either side, considering there is a few things that have slipped under the radar.
With the puck is Gramza. He passes it up to Leone, and then to Warren. Warren got stymied up as he tried to 360 and keep his feet. Kenny Hunt with the puck behind the net. He pushes out in front. Nobody there for it. Eventually, it'll be played by Scherer. Now taken by Ums. Ums couldn't hold on to it. And it'll go back for Kevin Paulos. 13:26 says the clock as it's cleared in and iced by Youngstown State.
St. Mears, this game seemed a little bit one-sided towards the Lakers. I mean, the score doesn't say it, of course, as I said earlier, but a lot of chances are going the Lakers' way. It's just getting that puck on net, and things will turn out all right. I'm calling for a high-scoring game, if anything, here, but I want to say that Carson Loveday so far is looking pretty solid in net, even though he's only seen a couple of shots, but his positioning is looking a lot better from last night.
And he does look quite a lot better as the Mercyhurst Lakers lost in overtime to John Carroll University. Stepanian fighting for the puck. He will win that battle. But he is still followed by Cusack. Cusack will eventually take the puck for him. Odell chasing it. With him is Mike Barker. Looks like it'll be cleared out and taken by Cody Parker. He will go cross ice. Eventually it'll be dumped in by 22, Bob Walla. With the puck, Mercier's looking for the breakout. Martin crosses the line. The ever small crowd getting into it, but they're booming voices.
Looks like we have a hooking call here coming up on number 10, and that's Zach Cusack. Hooked down Chris Martin as he tried to break over the blue line. Here's our first power play opportunity, 12:38 left in the first period.
1-all. Here at 12:38 remaining. Youngstown State here in Erie, Pennsylvania. I'm John Baranowski with David Stearns. A little under the weather, but at least we have a cameraman today, which is more than we can say for yesterday's game. And Mercyhurst will be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. Carson Loveday plays the puck in the far corner. Now taken by Warren. 1:50 remaining on the penalty. Warren dances around one man. That man being number 19, Michael Stokar. He will shoot it. And it'll be, a rebound off the boards will be covered by the goaltender. Oh, and a little bit of rough action from Kevin Paulos.
Kevin Paulos didn't like Matt Warren there crashing in the net. Looks like Warren tried to dig the puck free from the glove of the goaltender, Biggs, but no success there. We'll have a face-off to the right of Mr. Biggs. I just made a music reference, I'm sorry.
Calling for it is Chris Martin. He won't get the puck, though. It's now taken by Stepanian. I'm sorry, that's Stefanski. Martin will eventually get it. It will go to Warren. Oh, and the one-timer glove down by Gary Biggs. Biggs with a very nice save right there. 1:28 remaining on the penalty to the Youngstown State Penguins. 12:06 in the period. Face-off taken. That will be won by Stefanski. He will fight to push the puck in deep. And, oh, Chris Martin couldn't keep the puck in. Played by Loveday. Loveday will play it all the way up to Matt Warren. 1:15 on the power play. Martin. He goes around one man, drops it back to Stefanski. And he'll go all the way back to the red line. Will be picked up by Kenny Hunt. Kenny Hunt plays it up to Leone. Leone couldn't push the puck in either. 57 seconds remaining on the power play. Now taken by, that's Matt Warren. Warren crossed the blue line. Mercyhurst breakout in full force. He goes around the net. Looks for a man in front. Stefanski was in front. So he will shoot it, and that'll be gloved down once again by Biggs.
Looks like Mormon's getting some treatment over there for the Youngstown State Penguins over there in the corner. Got some paramedics there attending to his leg injury, which I believe he sustained off that hit from David Gaines earlier on in this period. So it looks like he will not be returning at all during the game unless they can find a way to squeeze him back in the lineup into the next period.
All right, face-off one, taken by David Gaines in the near corner. Gaines looks for an open man, finds a cross ice in Gannon Carr. Carr looks, quarterback in the play. He will push it over to 19 Stepanian. Stepanian will push it in towards the net. That'll hit a man and it'll be cleared out by number 14, Jordan Datry. Warren with the puck after Loveday played it. Stolen by Kevin Paulos. He's going in tough. And he will shoot, but that'll go wide. 6 seconds remaining on the power play. Looks like Youngstown State has successfully killed this one. Matt Warren with the puck. Yes, we will be playing five-a-side hockey. We have quick shot by David Gaines. That won't get through to anybody. Gannon Carr pushes it around the horn. They'll go all the way back to Gaines. Gaines being fought hard by Josh Wolf. Cleared out by Youngstown State. 10-11 remaining. That'll be icing.
Looks like Youngstown State was calling for that icing there just to get some relaxation and fresh bodies out there on the ice. Look a little exhausted after that full force effort penalty kill. They did a good job of penalty killing, but the Lakers definitely were persistent, keeping it in the zone time after time, just getting those shots on net. Then a lot of success will come as they take more shots here with 10-10 left in the first.
Face-off won by Youngstown State. 10:06 remaining in the first period of play. Carson Loveday waves, and he will be, the puck will be iced. Halfway through the first period of play, I'm John Baranowski here with David Stearns, and it'll come all the way back into Penguin territory. Rather quiet here in the MIC, the Mercyhurst Ice Center, as there just isn't much of a crowd. Music still playing, a little delay. Cruz Lizick shoots, and it'll be just wide. Now taken by Blake Camlin. Blake Camlin is being fought tough by who is that? Gino Clayton. Stefanski. He will try to push it in. Wants to stop, and the puck sat there for a few seconds. Nobody wanted it. Now taken by Walla. Cleared in. No, Walla will get it back. He will shoot it. It'll be gloved out of the air by Carson Loveday. He will drop it ahead to Cruz Lizick. Stefanski. Stefanski driving in, Sweater trailing beautifully. He goes round the net. Looks outside, he tries to go to Pat Scherer, but Scherer just overskated that one just a little bit.
Good effort, saw the open guy on the point. Just got to get these pucks tape to tape, and I definitely see some great shots coming from the point. Get some redirects in front.
A little bit of miscommunication there. It happens on every team. Loveday will play the puck. Nice little save there. 9:01 says the clock. Puck taken behind the net by Gramza. Gramza will play it up to Stepanian. And that'll be played by Josh Wolf of Youngstown State. He will play it to Datry. He tries to pass it up to number 15, which is Cody Parker. Cody Parker with a quick shot. Good save by Loveday. Parker with it. He goes to Paulos. Paulos shoots, pad save, and there's a whistle.
Gramza's getting a hooking call after taking down Cody Parker there as he was breaking towards the net. Just kind of incidental contact there with trying to wrap the guy, trying to keep up with him, but Parker got a little too fast on Gramza, cutting towards the net. We're going to have a power play for Youngstown State right here.
It's going to be a hooking penalty. Lakers will be in the box for the next 2 minutes. All right, 8:38, the face-off being taken to the right of Carson Loveday. Face-off won cleanly by Youngstown State. It looks like there'll be another whistle. It's almost like a game of pickup hockey. No one knew quite what was going on.
He's throwing out the center there. He kind of drew in a little bit early on the face-off, so that's why we're going to redo this face-off.
Well, Kusek will win that face-off anyway. Kusek gets it back. He plays it across ice to, I believe, Kevin Paulos. Kusek calling for it. He won't get it. Instead, it'll be taken and shot and just wide of the net. Camlin tries to play it in the corner. I'm sorry, that's Kenny Hunt. In tight, three players for Youngstown State, 2 for Mercyhurst. Eventually, Youngstown State will come out on top. Cusack with the puck at the point. He passes across ice. Now back to Cusack after going to another man. That other man being Mike Parker. Odell plays it out. That'll be stopped by Cusack. Cusack doing quite a good job of quarterbacking this play here. 1:13 remaining on the penalty to the Mercyhurst Lakers. Oh, eventually cleared out.
But that gets countered there by the great positioning by the Lakers on this penalty kill. Getting a shot out, and great work by Matt Warren there on the sidewall.
Ragone with the puck. I believe that's Ragone. Yeah, that is. Ragone go over to Cusack. Cusack one-timer. Good pad save. Puck was sitting in front there right on the doorstep. Nobody could do anything with it. Being covered. They're in front. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a penalty for covering that puck, and probably maybe one for tripping. I'm not sure what he's going to call. 41 seconds remaining on the penalty of the Mercyhurst Lakers.
I'm guessing it's going to be number 10, Zach Cusack here, who tripped up Chris Martin there on the side as he was trying to fumble around for the puck. Took down Martin with him. Both guys are flapping on the ice. Cusack does not look too happy about that.
7:19 says the clock. We'll play 4-on-4 hockey for 41 seconds.
Assistant Captain Paulos is not too happy about that call. As soon as he saw that call being made, as the Penguins went to take the shot, he went flying towards the referee in debate. He thought that there was a penalty coming up on Mercyhurst.
Still arguing with him. Referee will eventually push him out and say, hey, go take your spot. Face-off will be taken by Stepanian, and won by Stepanian. Now taken by 15, which was Justin Henning. Cody Parker. He goes cross ice to number 24, Josh Wolf. Wolf being fought off by Cameron. Taken by Stepanian off of that one. Stepanian looks to go around the man. Oh, he just can't seem to get it around the stick of big Cody Parker. Wasn't sure on the name there for a second. 11 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4 hockey. Afterwards, Mercyhurst will be on the power play. 6:43.
Yeah, we got a little bit of chirping from Cusack in the box, but the only reason why the linesman waved it off was because he thought that the Penguins are short-handed at that opportunity there, but obviously one linesman saw it and the other one didn't, but the other one still called the icing.
Yeah, and Cusack wasn't happy about that when he's chirping from the box. 5 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Afterwards, 1:19 will be a Mercyhurst power play. Referee explaining it to the opposing coach. Matt Warren waiting in the wings. He knows the right call, but apparently the coach didn't.
Nobody knows what the right call is there except for all the people that know hockey.
Well, the right call always being the one that helps your team. All right, Mercyhurst is now on the power play. The Youngstown State will clear it out. We played by Loveday behind the net. Martin with it. 1:09 remaining on the power play.
Was he sure that wasn't icing?
I don't know. He must have waved that one off. He played by Leone at the blue line. Trickles over his stick, though. He couldn't hold it in. It'll be cleared once again. 55 seconds remaining on the power play this time. As it's now taken by Warren. Warren dances around one man. That one man being Stokar. Warren setting up still with the puck. He will pass it off to Martin. Martin will shoot. Oh, it'll be just wide. Picked up behind the net by Leone. Leone looks, shoots. Oh, go right into the breadbasket of Gary Biggs for a nice save.
Remembering that goal that Pat Leone scored at Oswego State, almost thought he was going to get another goal just like that, coming in on the side of the goaltender, Mr. Biggs.
Face-off will be taken and won by Mercyhurst. Now Warren with it at the point. He passes it off.
I'm just getting word right now that Whitney Gibbs has shown up, so he will be on the bench momentarily.
That'll be a great bolster for the Lakers. Kenny Hunt with it, near corner. He's being fought. But he's still fighting for the puck. People coming to his aid now. He gets some reinforcements. Reinforcements on both sides. The whistle's now blown. There's a penalty called. Looks like there was a high stick involved.
He called initially a slash and then high stick, so I don't know if he's getting him for two or if he's just calling the one just as a high stick there for number 15, who is Cody Parker. So Parker will pretty much join his buddy there. 5-on-3 for the next 10 seconds. 5:30 left in the first period.
And with a friendly slap on the helmet, the Parker will take his seat. Mercyhurst will have a 5-on-3 for the next 10 seconds. Warren will shoot. I'll go off the blocker and into the glass. Looks like the first penalty is going to expire here. As who is that? Alms with the puck. He will clear it in. He had a quite opportunity there with a fresh Zach Cusack coming on the ice. Cusack now coming hard on Matt Warren. Warren crosses. He goes coast to coast. He seemed to lose the puck at the blue line, though.
Cusack almost revisited the box there. Everyone's becoming frustrated with Matt Warren's speed. They got a stick right in his midsection, slashing him. He's talking it up there with number 5 on the ice now, which is Kevin Paulos.
Stefanski chasing. Instead, it'll be taken by Youngstown State. Now taken by Leone. Leone gets his pocket picked. It'll be cleared out. Played by Loveday. 1:13 remaining on the power play for Mercyhurst. Matt Warren with the puck. He passes it ahead to Stefanski. Stepanian. So hard with that 9 and 19, Stefanski Stepanian. 1 minute says the scoreboard. Warren waits for a man to dive in front of the play. He passes it ahead to Leone in the corner. Leone goes to Martin. Martin goes to Warren. Warren looks, waits. No, he doesn't shoot it. Instead, Martin will. That'll go wide. Over to Kenny Hunt. Oh, Kenny had it right in front of the net. Oh, and he just couldn't put it in. Penalties being called, though. Looks like it'll be against Youngstown State once again, this time for interference.
No, it looks like it might be Steve Stepanian going in for interference there, tying up his guy on the side, going in on that opportunity. That Kenny Hunt almost bounced that one off his skate and up to his stick to put it in, but the defenseman reacted quite viciously there as they're taking a lot of risks, pinching down on one guy, but they successfully executed. Now Stepanian's in the box, 4-on-4 hockey for the next 38 seconds.
Stepanian looking a little confused. He's pleading he's an innocent man. We will have 4-on-4 hockey for 38 seconds. 4:07 remaining in the first period of play here. Face-off won by Youngstown State. Now taken. Is that? Yeah, it is Whitney Gibbs. He's already on the ice. Now taken by Paulos. He drops it off to Diatri. Diatri crosses the blue line. He goes over to Barker. Barker with it in the corner. He looks. Oh, and it will be put in tic-tac-toe. 4-on-4 hockey. I think Barker will get the credit for that tally.
A lot of confusion going on here. Stepanian thought it was a power play goal, but it wasn't. It was just even 4-on-4. But that deflection just kind of caught everyone off guard, especially Carson Loveday. But just a lot of things to learn from that, just knowing where these guys are trying to make the shots. A lot of the shot opportunities for Youngstown State are off to the side of the net because the defense is doing such a good job of keeping them out of the front.
3:39 in the first period of play. Youngstown State Penguins are up 2-1. Whitney Gibbs will take the face-off. He will take it against Bob Walla. Walla will win that face-off, but Gibbs will get the puck. Gibbs goes over to Gaines. Gaines, look, there's going to be another power play.
It's going to be a hooking call coming up here, or a holding call to Ohio or Youngstown State, as number 19 there, who is Stalker, who had his stick wrapped around Whitney Gibbs as he tried to break into the zone. So it's going to be 4-on-4 hockey for a little bit of time. Well, actually 2 seconds of 4-on-3 hockey, an advantage for the Mercyhurst Lakers, but that 2 seconds will roll off pretty quick. Not enough time to set up any kind of power play opportunity, but the face-off is to the right of Biggs.
Youngstown State doing a good job of keeping that penalty box bench nice and warm. They seem to be rotating players in a hot bunking system. 2 seconds remaining on the penalty to Parker. And then Stokar will serve a full 2 minutes. Good out to the penalty box. He knew that Cody Parker was coming out. But there again, so do the Lakers as Parker's pinned. Parker will get the chance to clear it in. Warren will play the puck. 1:07 remaining on 4-on-4 hockey. 3:11 in the first period of play. With the puck is Charlie Revitt. Eerily quiet here at Mercyhurst. I'm amazed that I can't be heard all the way at the other end of the arena, despite how I'm a little under the weather. Warren with the puck, he drives in front to Revitt. Oh, Revitt couldn't punch it in. Gaines with the puck now. Gaines circling. Like bees around a hive, the Lakers are pushing. But no, it won't be enough. It'll be cleared by Kusek. 33 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4, excuse me.
That puck went airborne. I'm surprised no one was able to bump it in, but just that opportunity there for the Lakers should be coming quite a few after they go onto the power play in 21 seconds.
Warren will get the puck. He'll clear it in off the inboards. 12 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. That's going to be played by Biggs. Dances around the dashers. He'll go all the way back to Carson Loveday. No, it'll be played by Martin in the corner. Penalty expires to Mercyhurst. Stepanian backs on the ice. We'll have a 5-on-4 for the next 30 seconds. 2 minutes remaining in the first period of play. With the puck is Warren. He jumps and lets the puck up to Kenny Hunt. Hunt looks what to do with the puck. He seems to go to Warren. Warren looking. He goes cross ice. He tries to go to Martin. It'll bounce over to Kenny Hunt at the point. Hunt shoots. There'll be a nice pad save by Biggs. Stefanski. Stefanski will go inside to Hunt. Hunt will shoot. No, I'm sorry, that was Camlin shooting. Quick shot by Hunt. Warren with the puck now. Penalties expired. 1:25 says the clock. It'll be cleared out into the bench by Youngstown State.
Mercyhurst Lakers got lucky there. Steve Stepanian was getting called to the bench, and Ben Odell took a little extra leap off the bench there as they got another forward out there. But problem is, Steve Stepanian wasn't a defenseman, but the Lakers got their guy back on the bench in time. So no call there. Lucky.
1:23 says the clock. Whitney Gibbs will eventually get the puck back. It'll be taken by Ben Odell, who will clear it into the near corner. Leone chasing. Leone with the puck now. He dumps it back to Revitt. Revitt pushes it in front. There was no one there to pick it up. 1 minute and change as it's taken by Gino Clayton. Clayton will just clear it to be played by Loveday. Whitney Gibbs. Now taken. Well, it's hard to read some of these numbers. It's gray on red on black. And there'll be a penalty call with 49.3 seconds remaining. Looks like Kusek's going right back to the box. No argument this time.
Kusek's got to have a newspaper and a cotton there because he's been spending a lot of time in there so far in this first period. We got 49 seconds left on the ticker. So we're going to see Mercyhurst. If they don't capitalize in the next 49 seconds, they will start the next period on the power play.
Alrighty. 49 seconds. Face-off taken just outside the Mercyhurst blue line. It'll be taken by Stefanski. Stefanski will lose that, though. And it's now taken by Cody Parker. Parker plays it up to Stokar. Stolen by Stefanski. He goes to Kenny Hunt, back to Stefanski. Stefanski crosses the blue line. He looks, dances around a man. Stops, goes to Warren at the point. Warren shoots. Oh, that'll be just wide. Kenny Hunt. Warren. Fakes a shot, goes to Martin. Martin had it between his skates. He couldn't get it in the wheelhouse. He looked like he wanted the one-time with that one. Oh, and a good play off the linesman. But it'll go a nice little bounce. Was that Naaman Mormon? No, I believe that's Justin Ums. Martin with it, less than 10 seconds remaining. Martin looks, gets to Kenny Hunt, 3 seconds. And the play will run out. Period over. Lakers down 2-1. I'm John Baranowski with David Stearns. We'll see you for the intermission report. John Baranowski here with David Stearns for the intermission report after the first period of play. What do you think so far of this game?
Well, so far I think that things are looking a lot better, even though the scoreboard doesn't say it. Right now we're at a 2-1 in favor of Youngstown State Penguins, but I think the Mercyhurst Lakers are doing a great job of fixing the mistakes that they had last night. But what I think that really has to happen now is that they have to get more shots on net. Matt Warren's got a strong shot. If he can just get it on goal right at the pad level instead of taking the shots high, which he's famous for doing, if he can just get it right on the pads and kick out, or have the goaltender Biggs kick out some rebounds, I definitely think that his line mates, Kenny Hunt and also Pat Leone, could be inside that lower slot area, depending on which side the shot's taken on, pick up some rebounds. But I really think that Biggs is a solid goaltender in net for Youngstown State, and Carson Loveday's looking pretty good. I mean, there was a little bit of a fluke, I guess, on that second goal that Youngstown State has. In my mind right now, it's really a 1-1 game.
Right, and a lot of maybe 2 or 3 goals in Oswego were scored on that first rebound, most of which off of Matt Warren's hard shot. So if you have some play set up like that where Warren can get the shot on net, Sure, there can be quite a few goals taken here. Mercyhurst just has to execute, plain and simple. Once that happens, good things are going to come.
So what do you think now? We have Whitney Gibbs out there for the checking line with Revitt and I believe it's Gaines also on that line. Having that factor in there with Whitney Gibbs, a strong power checker on the forward. You know, he has some defensive tendencies, but I really think he can add a lot of dimension to this game. But what do you think about bringing him in at this point? How do you think that'll help the locker room really going into the second period?
Well, Whitney Gibbs is a great leader. That's why he wears the C. That's why we have two captains. Once he gets in there, he's going to be a big boost to the locker room. He's going to try and bring this team together and light a fire. Not even light a fire on them, but lead them. Be the torch and lead them. Even if he's not going to score that big goal, maybe he can push another player to do so. Push a player to play his game, to do what he does best so that goals are scored.
Well, I see a lot of the shots are coming in the favor of the Lakers. We don't have that exact number, but from seeing that flurry of shots that have been put onto the net so far, I mean, some of them are just off-angle shots like Pat Leon's shot, which resembled what he did in Oswego State, which proved to be the game winner. To have him take more shots from that outside aspect on the angle, just to have the rebounds kind of float out to the front of the net after Biggs kicks out the saves, just having the backdoor guy in the back behind the opposite side on his weak side, I think will definitely create a lot of opportunities. But just getting more shots on goal, I think is really something that the Lakers have to capitalize on in order to get more scoring chances. I mean, they're doing a great job keeping it in the zone. Even on 5-on-5 hockey, they're doing a great job of cycling it through and trapping the Penguins down low.
And even a missed shot is better than a shot not taken. After all, Wayne Gretzky said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if the Lakers are shooting, even if it doesn't hit the net, it's still something. It's causing something to happen, and eventually it has to go on there. You have to get something on the net. I mean, you can't miss them all.
Right.
So all it takes is one puck to go right past that goaltender, and here you have a big change in the game.
Right, and tonight, I mean, I can't really compare much from last night because, well, I was doing camera and I was just more focused on doing great camera work. But I did see a lot of things that were improved upon just in the 24-hour period. And these guys defensively are looking a lot stronger as far as positioning, and also pretty much they're a force out on the ice right now. Whereas last night it was a little bit different. It was like a different team came out on the ice tonight. Scoreboard doesn't say it, but I think that as a team right now, the morale is high, and I definitely see a lot of positives that have been worked out from last night's game. I definitely see some good things coming in the second and third period, especially with Whitney Gibbs out there. And Carson Loveday, his mentality has to be very positive going into the second period, because there's no way we can put any blame on anybody, really, for that goal. It was a fluke goal, really, just coming off that bad angle.
They happen. Plain and simple, goals happen.
Yeah.
So
4x6, you know, you really can't.
Yeah, well.
You got the space that you got to protect, and, you know, it's just, he did a good job of positioning himself on the post. It's just catching that outside. They just perfectly nicked it.
Well, we'll see how he does coming into the second period of play, which we will have right after this. Welcome back here to Mercyhurst College, home of the Lakers, as we have the beginning of the second period of play. The Lakers will be up 5-4 on the power play for the next minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think Cusack brought a pillow and blanket in there with him, because he's been spending a lot of time so far up until this point in the game. So we'll have to see how the Lakers do with a minute and 10 on this power play to start off the second period.
Well, as I noticed now that the Youngstown State Penguins are sponsored on their jersey by Fireworks.com, maybe we'll see there's a lot of fireworks going on here between the Lakers and the Penguins. And there sure has been, as a lot of the Penguins have been in the box.
I just got word from our camera guy that there's an update from an EMT on that player who was Naaman Mormon. There's a potential fracture on his hip after that hit that David Gaines laid down on him in front of his bench.
Oh, that's never good. Kenny Hunt with a quick shot on Biggs. Biggs will make the save. With it is Matt Warren. Doling back, he will send the puck over to Martin. Martin will send it right back. Return to center, Matt Warren goes around the man. At least he tries to. Well, he'll eventually succeed. Cross the blue line. Methodically passes it over to Kenny Hunt. Hunt over to Warren. Warren will fake the shot and go back to Hunt. Hunt fakes the shot, goes to Martin. Martin with a quick shot. Biggs was well out of the crease there as he covered the puck, and someone tripped over him.
Well, of course he tripped over him. That puck was still loose. There was no clear cover. The goaltender just kind of let it spurt around. That puck was still loose. I don't know why the referee blew it dead. But I'd like to give a special thanks to our camera guy who's doing a phenomenal job so far today, and that would be Jeremy Peterson. We'd like to thank him personally for also giving us the updates on the injuries and many things here that he's given us. Oh, Gary Peterson, I'm sorry, not Jeremy Peterson. Jeremy Peterson, of course, as we know, is the assistant coach for the Mercyhurst Lakers.
Well, I guess time will be the judge of whether he's doing a phenomenal job. If not, we'll be raking him over the coals for the next broadcast. 5 seconds remaining on the power play. 18:52 says the clock.
Though we don't have a monitor, I'm sure he's doing a great job.
Quick shot by Warren. That looked like it was a good save by Biggs. Stefanski. Now taken by Hunt. No, it'll be taken by Youngstown State. It'll clear it out. Now it's taken by Warren. He will try and clear it, but it'll go off of number 22, Bob Walla. He gets it back. He passes it up to David Gaines. Gaines shoots it from behind the blue line, right into one of the players, and it'll be whistled. They had a pad, and it still looked like it hurt.
I think they were a little bit offsides there by just about a half a foot there, but not much going on that power play, but just trying to get set up here. There's a lot of things that they can learn from what happened there in the first minute and 10 into the period where they had the power play opportunity. There's probably going to be more opportunities coming since that Mr. Kosek, Zach Kosek, is a little bit of a hothead.
Gramza clears the puck around the inboards. Now taken by Gino Clayton. Gramza stops it from going out. He will clear it up. And we take it by Revitt. A quick one-timer. David Gaines couldn't put it in. Nice save by Biggs. Revitt with the puck in the far corner. He passes it over to Sheriff. Sheriff passes it in, right inside. Whitney Gibbs and David Gaines couldn't seem to do much with it.
Looks like Youngstown State still thinks that they're shorthanded here, just the way they're positioned here. But also a great job by Mercyhurst keeping it trapped in the zone.
Oh, there's a big hit by Whitney Gibbs on Zach Kusek.
Something about Kusek, he's just a target today.
Well, whenever you put yourself out there, you're going to be a target. As the referee just ducked pretty well, he's trying to make himself a low target. Okay, David Gaines fighting for it. He'll eventually come out of that fight victorious. Across the blue line, dances between the two defenders. Oh, the puck just got too far ahead of him. Biggs covers up. Gaines dove over the goaltender.
I'm still fascinated there by David Gaines and his speed, just the way he cuts through everybody. He just beat out 4 guys to the net. Unbelievable.
It's almost something out of a video game, how he can just power through people.
Has he got the speed at 99?
He must. He just hits that speed boost button, and he just has that little bit of juice left to keep going through.
Every game I've seen him hop through in between 2 defenders, doing a great job of speeding through everybody. Nobody can catch him.
Josh Wolf wiped out in front of the net, but it's still taken by Youngstown State. Just as I say that, Cruz Lizick dumps the puck for Mercyhurst back into Youngstown zone. Now taken by Wolf. He goes over to Ums. It goes up to Stokar. Stokar still chasing it. Looks like Mercyhurst will get there first. That'll be cleared out. Jeremy Ums with the puck. Taken by Deatry. He goes over to Stokar. Stokar dumps it off with a nice move to Deatry. And he will clear it into the far corner. Now taken by Camlin. Camlin goes over to his companion. Spain couldn't seem to corral that puck. It bounced over and taken by Deatry. Now sent over to Paulos. Paulos goes up to Ums. Paulos gets the puck back, pushes up. Devin Henry gets the puck. Taken by Miranda now. Miranda goes over to Camlin. Camlin pushes up to Leon.
In all honesty, I think Paulos should have gotten an interference call. Camlin had no possession of that puck whatsoever.
No, he really didn't. No matter, the referee didn't see it, so it doesn't matter.
We don't have Magoo today, though. No glasses. Yeah, you've done it again, Magoo. Hey, by the way, now that we're talking here, you noticed Oswego State, we had a few guys with advertisements on the lower band? Yeah. Guess what? Every one of these guys has a website on their back. Fireworks.com.
Well, maybe they're hoping for some explosive action coming there.
Who would sponsor these jerseys, though?
I don't know. They're absolutely hideous. A Montreal Canadiens away style.
With Ottawa.
Yeah, with black and red with gray numbers. It's a hideous monstrosity that makes announcing almost painful.
They probably got it at a warehouse overstock.
Maybe it was a nice fireworks factory. They found it in the back. 15:35 says the clock. Now taken by Bob Wall up behind the net of Mercyhurst. Looks like a penalty is going to be called against Mercyhurst when they touch the puck, and they will do so just now.
Looks like Gannon Carr's going to the box for a hooking call here. I wasn't sure what player he had tied up, but it was somebody that was cutting around the back of the net behind Loveday. But now the Lakers will go 5-on-4 penalty kill, 15:25 left in a second.
We wait for the face-off, which will go, I believe, to the left of Carson Loveday.
Well, let's just hope that the Lakers don't get caught in the purple haze.
They use a bit of that voodoo there in Youngstown State, and they will win the puck. Voodoo Child goes over to Kusek. Kusek shoots, saved by Loveday. Played by Ragone behind the net. He goes over to Paulos. Paulos to Stokar. Stokar will look, fake the shot. He decides to go over to Kusek.
Matt Warren got away with the penalty there on number 19. He slashed the hands of Michael Stoker as he tried to clear the puck in. Matt Warren got away with one.
With it now is Paulos. Paulos goes all the way to Kusek. Kusek goes behind the net. Lakers trying to get there first. They won't do so. Shot in again by Paulos. Eventually it's taken out. Warren chasing. Looks like he's going to beat Paulos. Oh, he will beat Paulos and more. He will dump him down. Puts it right in front. Oh, Whitney Gibbs just couldn't push the puck in. Martin gets the puck back and dumps it in. 1 minute remaining on the penalty to Mercyhurst. 14:22 says the clock. Warren calls for a change. He will go off. It is taken now by D'Atri of Youngstown. He dumps off to Ums. Ums shoots. Nice save in the wickets of Carson Loveday.
I mean, yeah, Matt Warren, he's got to watch that stick work there. He's kind of getting on the hands of these guys, kind of taking them out, but I think he's playing like a clutch and grab kind of style of hockey right now, very physical, and he's just got to be he's got to be careful here. He hasn't gotten a penalty yet, but I don't know, his number could be coming up soon.
Warren has to play like a simple man. I think the DJ had that one right. With it now, Parker. Parker clears it in off the inboards. He goes to Barker. Barker goes up to Attree. I'm sorry, that was Wolf. It really doesn't matter. Stefanski gets the puck and he will clear it out. That almost hit the linesman, but instead it'll go back for Gary Biggs to play it. 14 seconds remaining on the penalty. With the puck now is Kusek. Kusek, who we've talked about a lot, he spent quite a lot of time in the box. He will shoot, and it'll be saved by Loveday. 2 seconds remaining on the penalty.
Now, though there is 2 seconds left on this penalty, a penalty kill from Mercyhurst looking a lot stronger, especially with that 2-on-1 opportunity where the Lakers almost scored shorthanded, but still, positionally and also aggressively on the puck, doing a great job.
13:27 says the clock. Face off to the left of Carson Loveday. Taking a one by Mercyhurst. Stepanian. Almost out of the high glass. Was a nice clear by Miranda. Getting back is Henry. Henry will look to push it up to Revitt. Revitt will cross the blue line with it. Goes up to Stepanian. Stepanian stumbling. He gets back up. He gets the puck. Shoots quickly. Trickled in towards the goaltender. Biggs made the save. In the corner now, fighting for it is Camlin. He will eventually come out with it. No, it'll be taken. I'm not sure who has the puck. Stepanian will eventually come out of it with it. Now Camlin. A lot of clutch and grab going on for both teams. Camlin with the puck. He had it poked away from him, and now he's tied up. Stepanian. He's also tied up. He will drop the puck down. He goes over to Charlie Revitt. Revitt gets the puck stolen from his stick. With it, Stokar. Stokar sees the two defensemen in front of him. Henry played that well. Nice poke check. Camlin chasing. It goes back, and Henry will touch the puck. 12 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second period of play. A big out of position play. Puck traveled right in front of the crease, and Carson Loveday making a quick thinking saves will keep it 2-1 in favor of Youngstown State.
That puck took a funny bounce there. Definitely good read by Carson Loveday following that puck all the way through. But defenseman just got to get off them boards, get it out to neutral ice. It's been a really good back and forth period so far.
Yes, this has been a very good period of hockey, which I really can't say for the first period of play. That was almost a blur in a play-by-play announcer's eyes. Less than 12 minutes. A lot of play off the mask of Loveday. Not afraid to get up there and use every piece of the equipment. Chasing it is Wolf. He will get there, and he will push it over to Paulos. It'll go all the way back to Loveday where it is iced.
A few people have a few differences on that. They weren't sure if Henning had the ability to play that puck. I think it might have jumped up over his stick without even hitting his stick, so that's why it's still an icing.
11:40 remaining in the second period of play.
And there's Paulos down there talking again with the linesman saying, "Are you sure?" Oh, of course they're sure. They made the call. He's just talking. He's talking too much.
Face-off won by Youngstown. They cleared out. Gannon Carr with the puck. He will end up clearing it right to the stick of Kevin Paulos. It won't matter, though. He will get it back. Cleared by Gannon Carr off the inboards. Played by Biggs. Now taken. Cleared in. And played by Loveday. No, it's going to be iced.
Went off the equipment before the red line, so of course an icing. I don't see Paulos going over to the linesman to talk about this one.
No, sure doesn't seem to. They seem to be chirping quite a bit, though, to these linesmen and referees.
Do they even know that they're playing hockey? Because it seems like they're asking a lot of questions.
I don't know. Give them a chance. The crowd will start chanting hockey just to remind them.
Yes, this time it's well warranted.
Warren clears it in to the far corner. Leone picks it up. He will lose the puck. That's now taken by Barker. Barker will shoot it up. Played off the far corner is Loveday. Now taken by Kusek. Kusek is tripped up. No call. Barker with the puck. Barker loses it. It goes over the blue line. Now pass back to Ragone. Ragone clears it in. It'll be played by Mercyhurst. Odell and Hunt tossing it back and forth. Looks like Odell went down pretty easy there. 10:33. Martin with it behind his own net. Martin plays it up to Warren. Warren has it in his feet. He let it go right through to Leone. Leone shoots. Oh, it'll go off the arm, the blocker side of goaltender Gary Biggs.
He's looking for that corner.
Oh, he thinks he sees something. Two shots quickly to that same side will yield no results.
He's looking for a blocker side goal there. I mean, Biggs kind of unsteady on his glove, but definitely smart play there by Pat Leone breaking in on the zone on the outside.
Yeah, Biggs had two nice glove saves early in the game against Warren. Odell with the puck now off the face-off win. Quick shot of the pads. Puck sitting there on the doorstep. Warren shoots it all right into the breadbasket. With it now, number 19, Stokar. Stokar tries to get through, but Chris Martin, no, he will be a wall. Leone past the puck. It'll go right into the center. It'll be cleared in by Youngstown State. Odell playing it behind the net. Odell will clear it up to Warren. Warren tries to go through some people. No, he won't do so. The puck was passed away, and he ended up losing his footing. Stokar with the puck. He goes over to Clayton. Clayton shoots. Nice blocker save. Now taken by Kenny Hunt. 9:26 says the clock. Kenny Hunt goes over to Leone.
Good
Leone
hands.
tries to go through it too, man. He's tied up. It looks like he was even a bit of a face wash there. In the corner, all tied up. Hunt pulls the puck out, tries to go to Warren. Too many men in the way. Nobody can stop that one from going into the Mercyhurst zone, played by Loveday, and there's going to be a penalty call.
Looks like Pat Leone's going to the box for a little bit of a roughing on that tie down in the corner. So now the Lakers are going to be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. 9:03 left in the second period.
The Lakers are down 2-1 to the Penguins of Youngstown State. Mercyhurst in white, as always, at home. Youngstown in black, red, white, and gray.
It's just a collage of everything. Surprised we don't have any blue or yellow or anything else in there.
And real small on the front, no crest, just Youngstown and State with the number between those two lines.
It's a standard college jersey.
I guess so, but it is quite ugly with the color scheme. Pass back, Ragone in the corner. He looks for an open man. He will eventually find someone Stokar. Stokar goes cross ice. Quick shot by Paulos. Cleared out, high and all the way back to the goaltender, Gary Biggs. And Biggs couldn't get all that one. Stefanski right in front. Oh, and a beautiful poke check diving effort by Kusek. 1:25 remaining on the penalty to Leon. Kusek takes the puck up ice. He looks a little slow. He looks tired. In the corner now. He has it in his feet. Pressured hard by Odell. Now taken by Paulos. Shot. That won't get through. Martin pressuring. Goes behind the net to Kusek. Kusek goes over to Ragone. Now Paulos. Ragone.
Surprised no whistle was blown yet. Bob Walla was parked in the crease. I'm surprised they didn't blow it dead and take it outside, but obviously the ref was just watching other things.
Stefanski will clear it out, and Biggs will play it. 41 seconds remaining on the penalty. Stepanian fighting hard for that one. He will win that puck off of Stokar, but Stokar will eventually get it back. He gets the best of him. Mercyhurst is putting a lot of pressure on. 27 seconds remaining.
We got another penalty coming up here to Mercyhurst. Probably a slashing call? Yes, it is a slashing call, and it will be going to David Gaines. Just that back check there by David Gaines just is phenomenal, but just watching the stick go up to the midsection, got him right on the arm, whoever he was attacking, but now the Lakers are going to go on their first 5-on-3 penalty kill with 7:27 left here in the second period.
Face-off will be taken by Whitney Gibbs against Jordan Datry, and Datry will win that one. Now taken, shot by Wolf. As it didn't go through anybody. It'll be taken by Barker. Now over to Wolf. Barker. Quick shot. That'll go off and stick it out. Now cleared. A valiant effort by Whitney Gibbs. First penalty expires. Leon will jump out on the ice. Puck now taken by Atry. Quick shot. Bouncing around. That was a good save. But it's on the ice. Oh, and now it'll be whistled dead. Looks like Carson Loveday got to cover that one. 1:24 remaining on the penalty to Mercyhurst.
Carson Loveday had some x-ray vision there because there was a lot of bodies in front of the net there. He had about 5 guys clouding his vision, but he saw that puck through and definitely kept an eye on it before he had the opportunity to track it down and stop it and stop play. With 1:24 left on the penalty to David Gaines, we're still 2-1 Youngstown State.
John Baranowski here with David Stearns. I apologize, my voice is going, but we will stick with you as long as I can. Scherer with the puck, he gets it up to Revitt, but that'll be stolen by Paulos. Cleared in, Loveday plays it. Scherer around the far boards. Revitt pops it up, it'll go off a man and bounce into Youngstown's bench.
I'm surprised there was no call behind the net there. Number 19 for Youngstown State, Michael Stoker. He took down Mark Gramza and behind, just clearly wiped him out with the stick, but I don't know if the referees thought that they got their quota as far as penalties in for Youngstown State in the first period, but it seems like there's been a lot of penalties going towards Mercyhurst. Not in their favor, that's for sure.
Puck kept out. At the red line now is Kusek. He passes it over to Waller. Waller clears it in. He's putting a lot of pressure on Loveday. Revitt will clear it out. Be taken out by Paulos. We'll go over to Barker.
That's some strong cough medicine you got there. Woo.
It's what's keeping me going. Waller. Of course, of Equate brand. Gotta love Walmart for that one.
Hey, they didn't pay for advertising time. What are you doing?
Gramza. Now Waller. That goes on top of the net. Nobody knew quite where it was. The stick hit the net, popped it up, and of course it was whistled dead right there.
Looked like that puck bounced off the shoulder of Carson Loveday and just landed right there on top of the net. Fortunate for him, but he's doing a great job of covering the upper part of the net and the lower part of the net. As the play pretty much wraps around the net, he usually goes down low but comes up top just to make sure he's got all of his bases covered.
21 seconds to the penalty to Mercyhurst College. Now taken by Barker. Quick shot, good save by Loveday. 5:42 remaining in the second period of play. The Lakers are down 2-1.
Carson's doing a great job there in net today. He's definitely looking as solid as he was last night, though there was a couple of bad bounces that didn't go his way last night, but he's just as solid as he was last night, and he's definitely keeping this team in the game at this point with the penalty kill situations.
Poked out and chasing, Blake Camlin. Gary Biggs will play it the opposite way, though. Now taken by Jeremy Ums. Penalty expired. David Gaines back on the ice. Martin takes the puck. Brings it back into his own zone. He sets up what he wants. He goes to Odell. Odell sends it around the boards. Over to the freed David Gaines. Gaines with it. 5:08 remaining in the second period of play. Pushed up to Camlin. Now to Warren at center. Warren goes between his skates. Looks, shoots. Oh, penalty will be called as it's touched up by Mike Barker.
Trying to see here what the call was. I believe it was a holding that's coming up here to number 14. That's Jordan Datry. Oh, it's a slashing call, actually. I'm sorry. A lot of slashing going on today. Both sides all around. I mean, everyone's getting called for either slashing or holding right now. Definitely a lot of clutch and grab, like we said earlier. These guys got to become more disciplined. We haven't seen much 5-on-5 hockey at all this period.
No, it really, as I said before, hot bunking in the Youngstown State box. One player leaves, another player comes in. They're keeping that bench nice and toasty. Face-off taken, 4:55 remaining. Face-off was won, but it was won far too much. And it escaped the clutches of Martin, went all the way back to be played by Loveday. Warren with the puck now. They cross the blue line, seemingly of his own accord. Martin will take it off his boot, and he'll go to Stefanski. Stefanski knocked down, but he will take it, and it goes to Warren. Warren picks it up, jumps, and goes around the player, but the puck was cleared away too fast. I'll take my Stokar. Stokar spins, looking for it is Ragone. Ragone keeps it in. He couldn't seem to put it in the wheelhouse. Now taken by Martin. Martin pushes up 1:19 on the power play. Martin couldn't seem to cross the blue line. There was just a wall of defenders there.
This power play doesn't have much fire to it yet, but they just got to dump it down low behind the net or off to the far corners just to get things set up so Matt Warren can quarterback this power play.
Kenny Hunt dumps it in for Stefanski. Leone drives in now. Hunt picks it up in the corner. Calling for it is Warren. Warren will get it. He goes right back to Hunt. He tries to go to Leone. There's a man in the way. That man being Cody Parker. Martin with it. Goes back to Parker. He clears it in. 37 seconds remaining on the power play. Warren with it behind his own net. Pressured by Barker. Crowd finally getting into it. Play only a few here, a handful. Here as fall break takes its tolls on the Laker faithful. Martin with the puck. 13 seconds remaining on the power play. Warren goes over to Remick. Remick holds the puck for the longest time in a while. Either he's stolen. Barker charger. Penalty expires. The puck would seem to trickle off his stick, but it'll count as a shot. Loveday covers up. 2:51 remaining in the period.
Not a whole lot of action going on there in that power play, but they just have to dump it down low, learn from the mistakes from earlier on in this game where they couldn't execute it on the power play. They only got one goal so far, and just this period it's just been really back and forth altogether. Not a whole lot of action at all. Score still still stuck at 2-1.
Face off now between, I believe that's Gibbs. Yep. Whitney Gibbs will win that one. Stokar with a nice hit on Gannon Carr.
I don't think that was a nice hit. I think he kind of came up high with the fists. Cusack will be visiting the box if he keeps playing like that.
Again, Bob Walla. David Gaines will play it. Now be kept in by Cody. Oh, Cody Parker will shoot and score over the glove once again. That's 3-2 Penguins.
He just caught him on the outside of his glove, and that was just kind of like a bad angle shot there, just finding its way through the throngs of people that were pretty much put on that side. Now we got Youngstown State Penguins up 3-1 with 2:30 left in the second period.
2:30 says the clock. Mercer's calling out lines. He's dead quiet here.
You can cut the tension in this arena with a knife.
Yeah, it's not good tension either right now. With it now, Miranda. Miranda goes up to Camlin. Oh, Camlin got hit hard by Paulos. Looks like there'll be a penalty call. I think there's a bit of a boarding or checking from behind. Stepanian clears it around. Now taken by Miranda. Miranda goes over to Warren. Warren shoots. That'll be a good save by Biggs. As players touch up, 2 minutes remaining.
Well, I guess Paulos was, not okay with just 2 minutes. I think he wants to work his way up the board to 4 minutes, but honestly, with that check from behind, I hope they call it a check from behind. How can you play that undisciplined of hockey being up 3-1? Youngstown has to sit down and think about this one. They got him for boarding, I believe.
Yep, boarding the call.
Looks like Matt Warren is talking it over, and I definitely know what he's saying right now. It's a check from behind. Just that distance there, just the way he went to the boards head first. Yeah, clearly got him in the numbers.
Yeah, that looked painful.
And now we got the assistant Captain Kusek stepping into the bunch. And of course, he's a referee favorite, considering he's pretty much got the referee's phone numbers after talking to them so much this game.
Either that or he's sitting in their box.
I think he asked out the guy with the orange bands out to dinner.
2:02 says the clock. 2 minutes remaining. So this penalty will be expiring right before the end of the period. I'm John Baranowski here with David Stearns. My voice is going, but we're going to stick with you. Maybe Stearns will take over some play-by-play. We'll see.
Is it really that bad?
No, I'm holding up for now.
I hear the crackling.
With it now is Loveday. He passes it up to Martin. Martin drops it off to Warren. Warren didn't expect that one. He drops back. Stops a breakaway attempt by big Cody Parker. Stefanski with it. He was pushed off the puck hard.
You can tell the quality of the ice is actually affecting this power play right now because the puck is just bobbling all over the place. These passes, they're flopping. The puck is like loose change in a pocket, just jumping around.
Kenny Hunt plays it up to Stefanski. 1:22 remaining in the power play. Stefanski crosses the blue line. This time he stays on his feet, no one around him. Cross around the net, goes to Martin. Over to Warren. Warren at the point, goes back to Martin. Shot. Nice little deflection there by Leone, but it just wouldn't hop over the pads of Gary Biggs. With it now is Warren at his own blue line. He clears it up. Leone chasing. With it now, Stefanski. He clears it across to Warren. Warren looking, he fakes a shot. Holding it back, he goes to Martin. Martin will shoot it, they'll go off the pads of Zach Kusek. 40 seconds remaining, 42 seconds in the period. Pass up to Warren at the point. Warren will shoot this time with a nice glove by Gary Biggs.
Lakers got to create some more traffic in front of the net and actually put some shots on. Just seeing a lot of frustration out there, especially with Kenny Hunt, that he had pretty much a lot of forecheck on him by the Youngstown State Penguins. He's trying to shake off the guy. Gannon Carr came up and took care of him, or whoever that guy was. But it seems like frustration's getting the best of both sides.
33 seconds remaining in the power play, 35 seconds remaining in the period. Face-off won by Mercyhurst. Leone with it behind the net. He kicks it up to his stick. And he's looking to get it out to Martin, but he won't do so. Still with it. Fighting off the vicious attempts of Cody Parker. Kusek with it now. Martin will stymie his clear. Parker with it now. Parker looks to the deke. Oh, that almost went in. That was a little save by Carson Loveday. Penalty expires, and the period will do the same. John Baranowski here with David Stearns, as always, for the second intermission report. A lot of things going on out there. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, to look at the positive of everything, just a lot of back and forth hockey this period. 3-1's the score. I really can't say much about what happened in that period, considering it was just all over the place for both sides, but I'm going to predict an explosive third period. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's going to be an explosive period from the Lakers. There's a lot of things that they're going to take from the first and second period, build on just like they did last night, well, in reverse fashion. I think that they're going to start out very strong. They're going to go to the net, take more shots. I really think that the goaltending of Youngstown State Penguins is going to look a little bit shaken by what's about to happen to them.
Well, we have seen a lot of third period rallies here for the Mercyhurst Lakers. A lot of times that second intermission break is what the team needs when they get themselves together and light a fire under their collective butts. So maybe, perhaps we will see as the Lakers need 2 goals to tie the game, 3 goals to win. And I guess we're going to leave it with that. Here in the third period of play right after this. And we begin the third period of play here at Mercyhurst College. The Lakers are down 3-1 to the Youngstown State Penguins. Already something big's going on. The bench seems to be rallying.
All the Lakers are on their feet on the bench. They're anticipating a hot period like I am.
Odell clears the puck up. Now taken by Leone. For the other way, Stokar. Stokar looks, quick save by Loveday. Odell. He looks, clears it off the inboards. Chase down, Josh Wolf and Pat Leone will fight over the puck. Leone will win that battle with the assistance of Kenny Hunt. Kept in, Martin, quick shot, good save by Biggs. Odell shoots, off the shin pad of Kusek. He's feeling that one. He's heading for the bench.
Great start there in the first 45 seconds of this period. The Lakers look like a new team out here. Let's see if they can generate a goal off of this.
Warren goes, I think that was a glove save by Biggs, right off the outside of the glove. Already a big first minute of play here for the Mercyhurst Lakers. Right with the puck now. He tried to push it back into the zone. Instead that went off of Mike Barker's shin pads. Martin with the puck. He clears it in. Looks like there'll be a change of lines. Stefanski chasing. With it now is Justin Ulms. Ulms will make that a clear. Played by Loveday. Henry. Henry plays it up. Gaines eventually gets the puck off of Jeremy Ulms. Gaines will go through, man. Pass it over all the way back to Miranda. Miranda had his pocket picked by Barker.
I just got to say, an impressive break into the zone there by David Gaines. Always does a great job of putting it in the zone, dumping it low, or just taking it with him.
That time he did a little bit of dive. He was pushed down, and he just went all the way down this time. Henry with a nice shot. Biggs thought he had it. He fell back almost like a frozen man. Right in the net, which went off its mooring. 17:59 says the clock.
That was a nice shot put through there, and just the way it squirted out from Biggs' pads there, quite a surprise there, and the rebound was almost picked up, but I don't know how that happened, but the Penguins went diving right into the net. Intentional? I don't know. Tying up a man? Probably.
David Gaines and Stefanski trying for it. Instead, the efforts will be taken out by Gary Clayton. Stefanski gets the puck back. He will lose it though. That's now taken by Ragone. Puck now taken by Clayton. His cage will hit into the glass. That made quite the sound here.
Wow, what a great hit. My ears are still ringing.
Clayton. Gets around the man. Almost a chance for 3-on-1 right there. Miranda with the puck. He does a 360. He's just one man too many as he hits into Jordan Datry. Looks like the puck will eventually get to Gary Biggs and be whistled.
All I got to say is, what a surprising attack. I knew this was coming, as I said in the second intermission report. There is an explosiveness of offense here from the Mercyhurst Lakers. Things are looking up. They just got to bury one in to the back of the net. Just get this game within one.
You called it. Mercyhurst has to capitalize on that, though, before we can call it. Saying you had that run totally right. With it now, Gannon Carr plays it up to Blake Camlin. Camlin crosses the red line, now the blue line. Toss it off to Revitt. Revitt is knocked down. And now taken by Mike Barker. Parker dipsy noodles and shoots. That'll go wide. Eventually picked up by Mercyhurst. Nobody has the puck right now. Gannon Carr will eventually pick up the trickling change. He clears it in, goes off a shin pad, comes right back at him. 16:33 remaining in the game. Blake Cameron with the puck. He passes it up to Henning. Henning clears it in. Whitney Gibbs and Blake Cameron chasing it. Instead it'll be played by Kusek, who will get it all the way back into Laker territory where it's taken by Justin Henning.
I'm not sure why that wasn't an icing. I mean, what do they expect Gannon Carr to do? Reach out and grab it?
Now it's played by Biggs. Warren will get it to Leon. Behind the net, a good effort by Kusek. Kusek dances around Warren. He will shoot, that'll go wide. 15:49 says the clock. Goes up past Warren to be played by Parker, who clears it in. Behind his own net is Scherer. Scherer dances, tries to get it up to Leon. Instead, he will take down Stokar. Warren with it, he goes to Leon, oh, that'll go off his boot. Scherer will play the puck. He can't seem to get it in the zone, though. A lot of pucks going off of a lot of shin pads. Nobody can seem to get it through the tree trunks of the legs. There are, I think, the Youngstown State Penguins, excuse me.
A lot of neutral zone play there just for a couple of minutes as we saw a great attack by the Lakers. Doesn't seem like Youngstown can get a lot of offense set up here. They're having a tough time trying to find each other's passes. The sticks are all over the place.
Scherer can't get it out. The puck was on the doorstep right there for Carson Loveday. Almost would have been a tremendous goal for Youngstown State. Thankfully, nothing seemed to achieve as the defense closed the gaps. Quick shot by Bob Waller. Good butterfly save by Carson Loveday. Stepanian gets the puck chasing. Goes around the horn and cleared out to Mercyhurst territory. Youngstown State seems to be playing very conservatively right now. They would rather just not have it in the zone, be willing to clear it out and not really chase it, just to run some time off the clock. It's almost like a continuous penalty kill.
This looks like a Devils kind of board check here with the 1-4 trap. Definitely keeping the Mercyhurst Lakers guessing on what's going to happen here, but just one guy down low pressing on the Lakers. It's definitely successful so far, but now the Lakers got it back into the offensive zone.
With it now is Gaines behind the net. He still has it, looking for an open man. Martin is calling for it. He sees a man hit between them. That's Bob Wall. He couldn't get it through to him. Eventually, it'll be taken and cleared by Youngstown State. Martin will get the puck now. He looks, shoots it in, and it goes off the stick. Jeremy Ragone. He goes over to Cody Parker. Parker with the puck goes to Ums. Ums clears it. Everyone chasing. Odell will pick it up. He goes to the red line and clears. Blake Cameron chasing it. Instead, Paulos will get there first. It'll be played by Wolf. Oh, Cameron had it behind the net. He passed it up to Whitney Gibbs. Whitney Gibbs couldn't seem to do much with it. Cameron, as he wipes out, picked up by Parker. Passed up. No, it's kept in by Whitney Gibbs. Gives it again in front. He swipes at it. The net, I think, was off its moorings, but no calls made. Didn't seem to move too much. Gannon Carr with it at center ice. He's roughed up. Revitt with it. Somebody lost his stick. That's Kusek. There's going to be a penalty called on Kusek.
Looks like we have a power play opportunity. Kusek's not too happy. He's going back to his pillow and blanket and newspaper inside the penalty box.
He has a very frustrated look on his face, but he has earned every one of his penalties here with 12:32 remaining in the game. Mercyhurst down 3-1.
It's getting cozy in there. I think he's got his own little pillow in there, too, to relax on.
Gannon Carr with it. Crowd getting into it. Carr was still with the puck. Warren waiting. He gets it, he shoots. Oh, that'll go wide. Picked up by Leon in front. Oh, and a nice cover by Gary Biggs.
Got to center that puck a little bit more towards the net. I know he's catching the boards there, looking for a deflection off of some bodies there, but keeping that shot low is a good thing to do. We're just going to have to see if someone can redirect that puck into the back of the cage.
Stokar will lose that face-off. It'll be taken by the Lakers. Oh, but Stokar is racing now for it. Loveday will play it instead. Oh, jeez! Loveday tried to pass it over to Martin, but he passed it instead right to Stokar's stick, and he will push it into an empty 4x6 to put it up 4-1, a shorthanded goal.
Speechless. Insert comment here.
Wow.
Shorthanded goal at 12:09. Interesting. Now the gap is widened. 3 goals.
On the beginnings, the laurels of a tremendous comeback, Carson Loveday misplays the puck. Just didn't come off his stick the way it should have. And now the Lakers are down by 1 more. Kenny Hunt had a chance there as the goaltender was out of position. He didn't seem to get a shot off. Now played in front. Oh, and it will be covered between the legs of Gary Biggs.
Got a little bit of rough action here with, looked like Stefanski and who else was that? That was Pat Leone wrestling down number 4. That would be Jeremy Ragnon on defense.
Right there were 2 chances. Gary Biggs was out of position. There are chinks in the armor.
Looks like Leone's going to get the brunt of that. He's going to get a penalty here for roughing. So that pretty much nulls out the power play. Right now, we have 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 10.
11:42 remaining in the game. The Lakers now down 4-1 against Youngstown State.
Let's go, boys!
I'm John Baranowski with David Stearns. I have a bad cold, but we're going to stick with you. I'm not quitting yet, and neither are these Lakers. Ben Odell clears it in. No, it'll be stopped in the feet of Stokar. Stokar now playing 4-on-4. Tries to get around Martin. Ums with the puck. He goes over to Stokar. Stokar couldn't connect on that one. Martin with the puck. He looks over. With him, the 2 captains. Gibbs and Warren. Let's say they'll check up the puck, and Ums will shoot. That'll go wide. Ben Odell is definitely counting his blessings on that one. Odell's tripped up as he's trying to carry the puck to the red line. He won't even get there. Now taken by Chris Martin. Martin crosses the blue line. Warren with the puck now. He shoots. That's wide of the glove. Puck just sat there, and there's going to be a whistle blown.
We have a high sticking call here, which I believe is coming up to Youngstown State.
8 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. 58 seconds remaining on the penalty to Leone of Mercyhurst.
And that would be Justin Ums that is going to the box now. He got a high stick up there on Whitney Gibbs down low. And Kusek does not look too happy about that.
And the small but ever powerful fan base definitely laughing at Kusek as he's ever lively in the box. Face-off won by Mercyhurst, cleared in the zone, played by Ragone. Kusek takes the ice once again. Loveday with it, he looks to play the puck. Oh, Kusek is taunting Loveday. He was calling for the puck on that one.
He's a loose cannon. I think he'll be in the box really soon.
Warren with the puck now. He drops back again and caught. Now clears it up. Oh, and Kara is checked by Kusek into the linesman. That's not going to give many brownie points.
Honestly, I think Kusek should be back in the box right now for that hit from behind on Gannon Carr up against the boards. If anything, it was a late hit.
18 seconds remaining on the penalty to Leone. 1:20 remaining on the penalty to Justin Ums. 10 minutes in the game.
Halfway through the 3rd period here, we need to see some offensive generation coming out of the Lakers here with the 4-on-4 and the soon-to-be power play. Hopefully they have learned from their mistakes in the 1st and 2nd period as they've had few power play opportunities.
Gaines with a quick shot. A quick scooping save is Gary Biggs. he whistles that one once again.
Looks like David Gaines is making some friends down there with the ever popular Kevin Paulos. He's just all over the ice. Very social guy.
Youngstown State may be winning 4-1 in unfriendly territory, but they're definitely not winning gracefully. They have been there's a quick shot by Gannon Carr, saved by Gary Biggs. They have not been a very classy team by any measure.
Oh, of course not. We just had John Carroll in here last night, and they were just as classy as these guys. Yeah, Biggs is having some great glove saves there, definitely preventing the Lakers from getting any kind of scoring in this third period.
Henry gets it up to Warren and then keeps it in as it's chipped out. Penalty expires on Leon. It's now a Mercyhurst power play for 58 seconds. Leon with it behind the net. He looks, turns. He's pinned up. Warren will take the puck from him. Warren looks, tries to shoot it. No, good save. Another shot. Oh, and a player knocks off the net. Who is that? That's 24, Josh Wolf.
And like I said, Gaines has made a friend out of number 5, Paulos, who's definitely been egging him on in front of the net. So it looks like Paulos has got a smile on his face and Gaines has got some anger in his blood.
Yeah, the fans are definitely cheering. They want to fight.
Well, I definitely favor with the fans on that one. I think David Gaines can take him. He's a tough guy. Definitely a very physical player being on that checking line. Paulos doesn't know who he's messing with, but now the referee is talking to the assistant captain, who is number 10, Kusek, who has seen a lot of box time today.
I want to see his box time compared to his ice time for tonight. I bet the numbers are rather similar. It's like a timeout will be called by Mercyhurst.
They could definitely use it at this point, you know, considering the last few games where they called their timeouts, they've definitely capitalized right after the timeouts. And funny thing is that Magoo being a linesman tonight? No, it looks like him from last night. I think he's the one that waved off that icing there earlier, but honestly, I think the Lakers have to talk over here some strategy for the last 9 minutes and 21 seconds to narrow that gap down, being down 4-1 at this point. I've seen a few games, NHL games, that were kind of like, you know, situations where 3-goal deficits, and a lot of teams can make the comebacks here under 10 minutes, or under the halfway point here in the third period. Can we see an explosion of offense? What do you think, John?
I think it can happen, but there's a lot of players out there who look flat right now, and they really have to get it in gear.
I'm hoping that we can see the Youngstown State Penguins get flustered, and we're going to see more Kusek and Paulos in the box. They're just a little bit too rough out there on the ice. I'm surprised their numbers haven't been taken down by the referee, who's not been really making too many calls on them in this period compared to the first and second period, but we'll have to see what happens here. Power play opportunities are definitely something that the Lakers have to work on to get some scoring opportunities in through past Mr. Biggs.
41 seconds remaining on the power play for the Lakers. 9:21 remaining in the game as the faceoff's won to Warren. Quick shot. A save that trickles out of his glove. It'll be whistled before there's any action for it, though.
Time to change things up. That glove on Biggs is just really, really hot right now. We're going to have to try going blocker side 5-hole, but he does go down quite a bit, so maybe go up top, blocker side.
I think Leon has something there with that blocker side. Martin's looking for it. He caught it right in the face, I think. He's turtling right now.
I think he might have cut that down low in the groin area because he just kind of crouched over, but that shot was low. He does go down low quite a bit, maybe go up top on the blocker side. Like I said before, they got to keep taking those shots because maybe we'll get some chances where rebounds are scored out, but Biggs is doing a good job of covering up everything that comes his way.
Leon with the puck. He goes over to Stefanski. Stefanski tries to clear it up. There's too many men in the way, though, and that's all taken by Kusek. Martin with the puck at the red line. He crosses into unfriendly territory. He dumps it off to Kenny Hunt. Hunt tries to get it to Warren. Sticks just aren't firing. I think there's sticks are made of Swiss cheese right now as the power play will expire. And Justin Alms will retake the ice. 8:39 remaining in the game. Leon with the puck. He pushes it in to the zone. Kept in by Kenny Hunt. All the way back to Martin at his own blue line. And he will go to Warren. Warren will take it back all the way to the face-off circles. 8:20 says the clock. Warren crosses, goes coast to coast. He shoots and scores! Warren will try to put a little bit of fresh blood into this game. He will dipsy do a nice simple shot. It'll go right behind high blocker side.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's play a little trivia. Where did that goal go in? Blocker side up top. Like I said just a couple minutes ago, they need to keep shooting for that blocker side because that is where Biggs is most vulnerable. Now the Lakers close the gap. They are within 2 to get this game tied up with 8:14 left in the third period.
Pat Leone was taking shots in the early second period, high blocker side. Couldn't seem to get anything done. I think he had something here, and I think Matt Warren just exposed the flaw. With it now is Henry. No, it'll be taken by Barker. Kemlin gets it back. He passes it over to Gibbs. Lakers having some trouble getting possession. It's not really ever possessed by Youngstown State. Kemlin with the puck now. He goes over to Henry.
Cusack was getting his fist up in Whitney Gibbs' face, and the referee was looking right over there. Why wasn't there any call? Honestly, Cusack is a smoking gun at this point.
I've been thinking a lot of these similarities here, and I'm gonna reach way down deep into my bag of tricks here. I'm gonna compare these guys to the Ottawa Senators of old, the Youngstown State Penguins. That is, the quick shot by Kenny Hunt is wide. The old 1922 Ottawa Senators, they got the colors, the red, white, and black. They're playing some conservative hockey, a lot of clearing the puck in. Oh, is this taken? Quick shot. Oh, a nice kick save by Carson Loveday. 7:09 says the clock. Whew. As I continue my long rant interspersed with play-by-play action, the 1926 about that era of the Ottawa Senators. They played rough, they played conservatively. They had to make rules in the NHL just to keep them from sitting in their own zone and just clearing the puck out every time it came close to them.
Amen, brother. Amen.
They also had comparing Zach Cusack to Odie Cleghorn. Look in the Hall of Fame, he's in there, but he was a rough player and he was not going to win any popularity contest among the players.
Whew. Nice little rant there.
Thank you. Now taken by Stefanski, he pushes up to Warren. Warren can't catch up to it. Warren will get to it in first though, and he will rub Wolf off the puck for it. Now taken by Gaines. Gaines comes away from that one. Sherritt with the puck at the point. He tries to get it. Oh, it goes off the stick of ACHA, but it's taken by Gramza, who will push the puck into the zone. Warren behind the net. He's not sure what to do with it. Biggs on the ice. A quick shot in front. Comes right.
It's a goal! It's a goal!
Stefanski will push it in. 6:38 remaining in the game.
Oh, wow. That goaltender was pushed back. Biggs was inside the white. That puck just crashed right over in front of him. Between his legs, the Lakers close the gap within 1. It is 4-3 with 6:38 left in the third period.
There is some life in these Lakers. And there's life in the fans. The Lakers now down by 1. Well, the Ottawa Senators fell in old, and perhaps the Youngstown State Penguins will fall in new right here at Mercyhurst College here in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Zach Cusack is debating the call, but from what we saw over here, from our angle, we had a perfect angle, seeing it cross into the white. Good call by the referee.
Charlie Rabbit pushes it in, that'll go into the bench. 6:34 says the clock.
I don't have any room to get down and kneel and pray for this one.
There's a table right in front of us where I'm keeping all of our rosters inside. I'm John Baranowski. My voice is almost gone with David Stearns here.
Oh, man, too bad. We had this table in front of me. If it was like the Oswego State game, I would be jumping and knocking this table over.
Gramza with the puck at his own blue line. He passes it up to Stepanski. Stepanski chasing. I'm sorry, Stepanski. Thank you. Carey Peterson, always the diligent one. It's easy to get those two mixed up. 19 and 9, Stefanski and Stepanian. Usually I just combine the two and say Stepanski. 6:11 says the clock, as it's taken in deep by Youngstown State. Now taken by the Lakers. Oh, and a good check from behind. How was that not called?
I don't know. I'm baffled by that, but he leaned into him with his fist. I saw no shoulder contact whatsoever. He got him down low. Dirty hit. Why was there no call once again?
Well, I guess these referees are from old-time hockey. They swallowed their whistles here in the third period of play. With it now. Oh, it was Gary Biggs in front as the puck went right into his crease. Leone is chasing it in the corner. Warren picks it up. Warren looks for the puck. Leone will come out of that scrum. There's a penalty
coming up to Cusack.
Odell will shoot. I'll go right into the wickets. That's going to be touched up by Youngstown State.
Wow, Cusack got a high stick on Warren too at that whistle, but Cusack is going to the box for holding Matt Warren. Like I said, keep that box warm for Mr. Cusack here, who has seen a lot more penalty time than ice time.
And the Lakers will have an opportune moment. This is the key. It's too bad they called no timeout, but I guess it worked in their favor with 2 goals scored. The Lakers really need to capitalize on this 2-minute play. 5:26 remaining. Looks like Youngstown State will call a timeout.
You know, we have to look into this. If he has 5 penalties, he should be done.
We're calling around. We're trying to find that out.
We have a timeout right now for Youngstown State to help them cool down after that frustration there with Matt Warren, who's been dancing all over the puck all night.
Little do they know, though, that in Syracuse, when the timeout was called by Syracuse, it really helped out the Mercyhurst Lakers. So we will see if this will be advantageous for the Mercyhurst Lakers.
Hey, Ted, you're our MVP.
They really seem to use these timeouts well. Any opportunity. The Lakers are I'm really having some trouble keeping going here. The linesman is being called over. They're investigating this 5 penalties and out rule for Cusack. 5:26 left in the game.
The scorekeeper is making the referee aware that this is 5 penalties for Cusack today. He is done.
And not a moment too soon.
Molly Carlson, the scorekeeper, has made sure that the refs were notified about this. So I believe they're going to tell him, nope, that rule does not apply. I'm confused.
Interesting. Well, Youngstown will win that face-off, and they will clear the puck. 1:55 remaining in the penalty. 5:17 says the clock. Warren with the puck in his own zone. Warren pushes it through Jordan to Atry. He crosses the red line and dumps it off to Kenny Hunt. Kenny Hunt dumps it off to Stefanski, over to Martin. Warren, he fakes a shot. He looked like he wanted the one time, he decides not to. He goes to Martin. Martin goes to Kenny Hunt and dumps it off to Gaines in the corner. Stefanski with it. Oh, and it's stolen, his pocket picked by Youngstown State.
Sorry if I'm bouncing the bleachers here. I'm getting a little anxious.
Carson Loveday played it all the way up to the far blue line to Warren. That was a good play that time. 4:35 remaining, 1:10 in the penalty. Stefanski tries to get it. He won't. It's taken by Youngstown State and cleared. 1 minute in the penalty. 4:26 on the clock. Warren with the puck at his own blue line. He changes it off to Martin. Martin looks, dumps it in, off the inboards. Gaines there to pick it up. Stefanski behind the net. Stefanski looks leisurely. He goes over to Warren at the point. Warren looks, goes over to Gaines in the corner. Gaines goes to Kenny Hunt. He shoots, that was wide. Now taken by Walla. Walla will clear it up. Martin will pick it up at the red line. Warren with the puck. He shoots to the blue line. Oh, blocker save. They're definitely going for that high blocker side this time. Warren pushes it right in front through the crease. Kenny Hunt with it now. He goes over to Gibbs. There's a whistle.
The net is off its moorings.
Yes. 17 seconds remaining in the power play for the Mercyhurst Lakers. 3:42 remaining in the game. Third period of play. The Lakers are down 4-3.
Where'd my water bottle go? Oh, I found my water, buddy. You're going to need some of it.
Thank you. Whitney Gibbs will take the face-off as I get hydrated. He will lose that face-off. It's going to be dumped out. No, it's going to hit a man. Oh, but Cannon Carr couldn't hit the puck. It's taken down by Atry. 1-on-1. He shoots, he scores! Oh, kill me now. Snapping. 3:33 remaining. 007 on the clock for the penalty. A shorthanded goal.
It's the second shorthanded goal scored by the Youngstown State Penguins. The Lakers need to rebound from this. 3:33 left in the third period. Can they get 2 with this little amount of time left?
Lakers definitely look deflated, as am I. We were on the beginning, but you can smell the brewing of a great comeback. Right now it's starting to smell a little sour. Penalty expires. Kusek retakes the ice, even though he probably shouldn't. He has 5 penalties. Quick shot, pad save by Biggs. We have Biggs and Gibbs on the ice. It's quite interesting to see. And just one change of a letter. Loveday will play the puck. He will give it off to Henry. 3:05 says the clock. Lakers down by 2. Odell with the puck. He crosses his own blue line, now the red line. Oh, and he lost the puck before he get the far blue line. Stepanian over to Gaines. Gaines with it. He clears it into the corner. Lakers can't seem to get control. ACHA, who just scored the last goal, clears it up. Now taken by Barker. Barker will shoot. It'll go off the leg of Henry. Odell with it. 2:34 remaining. Gage with the puck. He passes it up to Whitney Gibbs. Gibbs clears it up. Nice trickling rainbow shot. Will be scooped up and whistled by Gary Biggs.
2:24 left here in the third period. Can the Lakers charge to the net and get 2 goals? That's what I'm beginning to wonder. That last goal should have fired them up, get them angry enough to start charging the net and get more pucks on the net, crashing the net, do everything they can in their power right now after using that timeout. We'll be watching Carson Loveday to see if he comes to the bench sometime in the next minute.
Looks like the face-off is changing sides. It'll instead be to the left of Gibbs, the Biggs. Face-off will be lost. But somehow Stefanski got to it, got a quick shot, and that'll be whistled. There's a player down.
Referee took him, or linesman took him out there on that face-off.
It looks like Elms will get back up. Well, no, he's nursing that one.
Looks a little shaken. And now it looks like our buddy there, Kusek, is having some words with Matt Warren. They're smiling, nodding, and exchanging some polite words.
There's always the big thing. Well, no matter what was always said in the football field, the winning team would always just say scoreboard. And I think that might be what's going on. I think Warren might be calling him out on some dirty play, and Kusek is just smiling and saying scoreboard, scoreboard.
Now there's a bit of confusion. We have Youngstown calling that it should be outside. Oh, now they're talking it up on Matt Warren. They're talking trash from the bench. This should be interesting.
No!
Quite quiet.
The coach from Youngstown is asking the referee if they could talk. Huh. I guess he wants a little sidebar here. What for? I don't know.
It's not good enough that Kusek's talking on the ice for him.
I think McKinnon should call him over too as well and talk. I mean, hey, why not? Everyone else is talking to the ref.
This is extremely unsportsmanlike, and I give no credit to Youngstown State for class of any kind. Our cameraman Gary Peterson, who is ambitiously awaiting his return to the ice because he's a bit of a goon himself, huh? So he's definitely chirping back there. If you probably can hear him, he can't understand either. Was Zach Kusek's there after 5 penalties? When the rule in the ACHA is after that you get kicked out. It's a game misconduct.
Typically in most leagues, yeah, it's 5 penalties, then you get a game misconduct. So, or it's a 10-minute misconduct is what you get after 5 penalties. So that 10-minute misconduct should have taken him out of the game. We're going to have to review this after the game to find out why not. Why is he still on the ice? We don't know. He's causing a lot more trouble. Yeah.
He's well, there's definitely some fireworks there. They probably got them from fireworks.com as seen on their jerseys.
Hey man, they didn't pay for advertising time with us.
Yeah, but it's I absolutely
Who advertises on jerseys?
Advertising on a jersey is
what is
the
this,
worst
European
thing.
Hockey League?
Just watching any European hockey league, you cannot tell what the team is.
They look like race car uniforms.
They really do. It's absolutely appalling, and just seeing the beginnings of it in college hockey, it absolutely horrifies me. It's a terrible thing to make these athletes, student athletes. I hesitate with some of them, especially Mr. Kusek. But making these players into walking billboards, it's quite upsetting to me. Oh! Whoa. Shot off the cage of Kusek. That was his own player. A bit of divine intervention, if I do say so myself. Thank you. With it now is Scherer. He goes over to Gramza. Scherer. Over to Gaines. Goes up to Walla. Walla 1 man ahead of him. That's Gramza ahead of him. He fights them off pretty well. 1:48 says the clock. Lakers down by 2. Stefanski charging up ice. Beside him is Warren. He passes it back. It will go to Scherer. Scherer has some room. He takes a shot. Pad save. Oh, and he manages to hold on to it as he falls back with 1:34 remaining in the game.
His shot's got to come down a little bit lower here, even though Biggs does cover the lower end of the net quite well, but just stuffing it right into the logo there. It's quite rough here to get any scoring opportunities if you're shooting it right on the goalie. Maybe an off-angle shot would be nice right now. Maybe we'll see some of these guys take lessons from how Matt Warren scored that last goal, blocker side, high side.
The Penguins will win that one. That's now taken. Oh no, Blake Campbell will get the puck back. He's played in the corner and tripled up, and it will be covered by Gary Biggs. He will not take any chances here. 1:23 remaining in the game.
Looks like the Lakers are pulling Carson Loveday here for the advantage on the extra attacker with 1:23 left here in the third period. Let's hope it can generate something here by a massive zone attack here by keeping the puck in. Keep it firing on the net. Hopefully this works out in their advantage.
All right, Warren looks like he's going to be playing back. He's going to be playing some goaltender from an extent. The puck just dribbles close to the crease. He's at least 3-4 feet out of the net. He just covers up with his whistle. I don't think a second ticked off the clock. Some very interesting play here as the Lakers have the goalie pulled. We wait for the drop. Kenny Hunt trying to win this face-off. He will do so. Gets back to Martin. Martin over to Revitt. Oh, and it's flipped out. Charging for it is Clayton. Martin will pick up the loose change, though, and he pushes it up to Revitt. Revitt plays it forward. With it now is Gibbs, and it's going to be whistled offsides.
Boy, minute 6 left here in the third period. Just the mood here in this arena has shifted quite a bit. Youngstown fans are elated right now because of the scoreboard, but can the Lakers push in another one before time expires here just to make it look like a better contest between the two? Let's see if we can get this 6-man versus 5 here in favor of the Lakers.
Face off one. Music's still playing. There we go. Kenny Hunt with the puck. He tries to go over to Stefanski. Instead, we'll go to David Gaines. It's rubbed off the puck. Kusek will play it. Martin could hold on to it. Kusek will go up. He looks. He has an open net. He shoots. He scores. 43.2 seconds remaining. Lakers are down 6-3. And it's all over but the crying here at Mercyhurst College, as I think my color commentator is doing beside me. As Loveday will return to the net. It is
Yeah, we have some fans battling back with our fans here, but hey, they came into our barn. They're going to go home and win this game. Yeah, quite tough right now.
At least there's still battles going on. There's still a lot of hits to be had, as Whitney Gibbs shows us here. Whenever taking a page out of the playbook of the Philadelphia Flyers, whenever you're down, just hit somebody. The Broad Street Bullies, the 38th Street Bullies, I think I'm going to call them. Mercyhurst Lakers now pounding some bodies. 13 seconds remaining. There's nothing else to do. Puck flutters back into the zone. Going to be played by Henry over to Odell. Odell loses it 4 seconds. It goes up to Stepanian. Stepanian tries to get it. And it'll be all over. At least Youngstown State won't have a massive huddle a la the USA 1980 as we did with John Carroll yesterday. The Lakers now fall to 2-1-1. I'm John Baranowski with David Stearns. We'll return after this. John Baranowski here with David Stearns. My voice is gone, and so is this game. We ended a rough game. 6-3 the final against Youngstown State. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that this team has a lot to work on this week in practice. There was some good that came out of it, but I'm not going to say what that was. And just there's a lot of things that have to be worked on. I mean, special teams especially. Power play still needs a lot of work, but I see potential. I really do. But this weekend was a rough weekend. Overtime loss, regulation loss. it's a rough way to open up the regular season at your barn, but you know, next weekend going up against Rochester and Slippery Rock could be interesting. Seeing another league game for once this weekend. Of course, we're not league games, so the Lakers are just going to have to roll through their league competition. They've already won, or they're 1-0 right now as far as league plays in the ACHA. So one game up on Syracuse. Now we got our next league game against Rochester next weekend. I really have a good feeling about it, but rumor has it they have a great goaltender in net. Definitely a different story from last year. So we're going to have to see how the Mercyhurst Lakers respond to that. But altogether tonight, I want to say that the big story was Mr. Biggs in net for the Youngstown State Penguins.
He really did play very well, despite the 3 goals, 2 of them coming at the end, which happens when you have that much pressure on somebody, and Youngstown State was kind of failing in their defense. He had a tremendous glove hand, and without exposing that blocker weakness until late in the third, you really couldn't expect to beat him. You really can't.
Right, we saw Pat Leone earlier on in the game trying to exploit that weakness because that glove, I don't know if it's regulation size or not, but it looked like a waffle net, you know, it was huge. I mean,
it didn't even look that big. He was just all over the place.
He's got a definite quick left hand there, but blocker side was definitely his weakness, but he did go down quite a bit. The Lakers should have saw that, and he goes down on almost every shot. It's just leaving that much room there on his right-hand corner. I think that the Lakers could have done a better job of executing with that because evidence was enough when Matt Warren actually buried one home in the third period above the shoulder of Biggs. So, I mean, they just got to get a better read. Better hockey sense has to come from this team going into next weekend.